Riverside is considered among the community as the most beginner-friendly starting area in Project Zomboid. With a low zombie population and abundant resources, Riverside is the ultimate place to kickstart your survival adventure. But that's not all. Riverside is home to some of the coolest locations that will serve as your long-term survivor base. In our recent video, we revealed the key 3 elements that every successful base should have: accessibility, defensibility, and resources. And now, we are taking it up a notch by unveiling the top 5 locations in Riverside. We'll examine each location throughout those lenses, so you can make a well-informed decision when choosing where to base up in Riverside. So buckle up, folks, this is going to be a bumpy ride. Welcome to Riverside Elementary School, the perfect spot for all your zombie apocalypse needs. This multi-story building is a treasure trove of classrooms, hallways, and other areas just waiting to be explored. And let me tell you, it's a prime location, situated in the suburbs. This place actually covers an important part of the city if you take into consideration the vast woodland surrounded by gates not accessible to zombies. The school is surrounded by a plethora of points of interest, including supermarkets, hardware stores, libraries, and pharmacies. And with an abundance of woodlands nearby, you'll have all the planks you could ever want. The only downside? No direct access to the river. But who needs a river when you can set up rain collectors and traps for food, right? Now let's talk about accessibility. This place is a breeze to get to, whether by car or foot, thanks to the main street right in front of it. When it comes to fortification, you've got multiple entrances to secure, and that's one of the weaknesses of this spot. But don't you worry about resources. You'll have plenty of desks, chairs, tables, and lockers to disassemble for all your barricading needs. For ultimate protection, I recommend installing metal sheets or planks on windows and doors, except for those 3 doors that you want to keep as your main entrances. And for an added layer of defense, build internal fences right into these spots. That way, if a zombie coming through a window, you will still have a second layer of defense. Plus, make sure you take out those set of stairs that lead to the second floor, where the heart of the base will be located. You can also install sheet ropes in several windows to secure constant access to the base from all angles. And the cherry on top, immediate access to the roof for farming and rain collector. And the school backyard? It is just begging to be turned into the ultimate expansion for your base. Sure, the zombie population in the area is fairly high, at least for Riverside standards. But with a little elbow grease and determination, you can clear them out and make this place your own. So come on down to the Riverside Elementary School. You won't regret the challenge. The U.S. Mail Service Storage Facility, located in the heart of Riverside, has it all: a supermarket, gas station, general stores, and even a hotel just a stone's throw away. And let's not forget about the Great Ohio River right in front of it, offering a bounty of resources at your fingertips. But beware, the zombie population in the area is high, so make sure to come prepared for a fight. Luckily, getting to this location won't be a problem, with several roads leading to the main entrance. Once you're inside, you will find an amazing pre-built storage area stocked with almost any book or magazine you could want, plus plenty of materials to store all your goodies and whatnot. The building also comes with a fully equipped kitchen and plenty of furniture you can disassemble for materials. And if you need a break from the action, just cross the street to the hotel and grab a cozy bed and a TV. Now let's talk fortification, since this is the subject that will demand more time if you decide to base up here. The front entrance is the weakest point of the structure, with 2 doors and 8 windows that need fortifying. But with a hefty supply of planks or metal sheets, you can secure the area in no time. And if you're feeling extra crafty, tear down those windows with a sledgehammer and build walls in their place. This green area outside can be transformed into a farm once it's walled off. And don't forget about the loading dock in the back area. Seal the windows from both sides and use the loading dock as a makeshift garage. Since this is a 2-story building, you can use our favorite strategy, tear down the stairs. You can also destroy this wall and place your crops in this area if you wish them to be more secure. Another point in favor is that you'll have several woodlands, perfect for scavenging resources like logs and branches. And the river just a few steps away can provide infinite amounts of water and food for long-term survival. For even more building options, why not build a bridge connecting the base and the hotel? That way you can have 2 bases in one. The police station is located in the western part of Riverside and is easily accessible from the city center via the main highway, with several supermarkets and general stores nearby. You'll have all the supplies you need at your fingertips. But what sets this location apart is that it's right in front of the only gas station in downtown Riverside. That's right, you'll never have to worry about running out of gas again. And on top of it, the station is a short distance from the river, which means you won't have to worry about food and water either. As with any location in Project Zomboid, zombies are a constant threat. However, the police station is located in a relatively low density area with few large concentrations of zombies nearby. You just have to make sure to clean the nearby points of interest and you'll be fine. Upon accessing the police station, I immediately grab my shotgun to clear out the surrounding area. By doing so, I draw all the zombies to my location, eliminating the risk of any surprise attack catching me off guard. Plus, with the ample ammunition provided by the station, I don't have to worry about attracting too many zombies. When it comes to fortification, the police station has multiple entrances, including 3 windows and 1 door in the front, and 1 window with 1 door in the back, so you have to spend a little time securing the base. I recommend using metal sheets or metal bars on all the windows, leaving the doors untouched for easy access. And for the added protection in the later game, build a surrounding fence around the base. This could include gating the gas station as well, to keep those pesky sets at bay. And for those looking to take their survival game to the next level, don't forget to build stairs to gain access to the roof. There you can build a field for crops or vertical extensions for the base. The possibilities are endless. So what are you waiting for? Grab your shotgun, stock up on supplies, and head over to the police station. Your new home awaits. The used storage facility, located completely outside the city, is actually my personal favorite base location in Riverside, and it holds a sentimental value to me because it was the first place where I based up when I started playing Project Zomboid. I remember it cost me the life of at least 3 characters to secure this place, as I was clueless about defending myself from the undead, but once I finally succeeded, there was nothing like the feeling of being a lone survivor in the end of the world. Picture this: sleeping in a dirty mattress, inside a storage unit, always quiet and careful, not attracting too much attention to the area, eating from a stale can of dog food, while gunshots and screams echoed throughout the distance, adding to the ominous ambience of the world's end. And why, you ask? Well, let's say that carpentry and base building were completely foreign concepts to me at the time, leaving me to rely solely on my wits to survive. But at the end I learned, so I secured the whole place with tall walls, creating an enclosed space that not only stopped wandering zombies from entering the base, but also allowed me to store my vehicles. And let me tell you, securing that window was a must. It was one of the only weak spots of the base, so I fenced it with metal sheets from both sides. I also built stairs that allowed me to gain access to the rooftop, where I grew my crops and built bridges to communicate with other rooftops within the facility. And for water supply, I placed rain collectors on top of sinks I gathered from the trailer park up to the east. Once I got my hands on a sledgehammer, I went all out. I communicated every single storage unit to create a mega base in which each room served a specific purpose. I had one room as a kitchen, another one as the master bedroom, and so on and so forth. In terms of resources, the whole area is self-sufficient. There is a nearby gas station with a supermarket packed with food and essentials. Not only that, right next to the facility, you'll find not one, but 2 factories full of tools and melee weapons. This is where you are most likely to find your first sledgehammer and an antique oven, which is super useful for when electricity goes out. To the west of the facility, there is a big trailer park full of food and other goodies. And of course, you have more woodland than you could ever need. With all the resources this area provides, there's almost no need to go downtown. The only thing you won't find in big numbers here are books and magazines, which are the only reasons I visited the city often. This place is completely recommended if you haven't played in Riverside or if you have never visited the facility. Welcome to the gated community in East Riverside. While it might be a bit of a hike to reach downtown, trust me, it's well worth the trek. Once you have cleaned up the streets a little, you'll find it progressively easier to reach the city center, and in the meantime, you'll have almost everything you need within the gates. This community has a total of 34 two-story houses with garages packed full of every tool, weapon, and generator you could ever need. Not to mention the in-house libraries stocked with all sorts of books and magazines, kitchens brimming with canned food and perishables, and endless resources to level up your in-game skills, like TVs and radios for electrical work, ovens, fridges, and metal shelves for metalworking, and beds, tables, and wardrobes for carpentry. The fact that these houses are 2 stories allows you to fortify your base on the upper floor, making it virtually impossible for zombies to enter. And most of the houses come with a built-in chimney, especially useful for those long winters. Plus, with woodlands everywhere and the river just across the street, you'll have infinite planks for your building needs and all the fish you can eat. Once you have cleaned up the streets, you can install walls and double gates to regulate the number of visitors you want to let in the community. And don't forget to place the fences at these 5 entry points, making the community entirely yours and easy to defend. There are so many great options for bases within the area, but I highly recommend setting your base in this one, since this is the closest house to downtown and the river. It even comes with an extra shed packed full of resources. And for those looking for a challenge, there is a spot right in the middle of the community that's fenced in from all angles, giving you the opportunity to build your own base from scratch. And speaking about building from scratch, we have just posted the ultimate base building guide in our channel, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. This guide has every tip and trick in the book for building your very own base, and it's a guarantee it will worth your time. Check out the link in the description and become the ultimate base building master. Now, let's not forget about the high number of POIs surrounding the community, like the biggest supermarket in Riverside, just a few streets to the west, the school right across from it, and even hardware stores, pharmacies, and grocery stores in the same area. The only downside is that the nearest gas station is pretty far away, so you'll either need to make a ton of trips back and forth or stock up on plenty of gas containers. But other than that, the gated community in Riverside is hands down the best place in town for Survivor. I'm sure there are many other great locations in Riverside that didn't get covered in this video, so please share your top picks and favorite places in the comments below. Also, I wanted to express my gratitude for the amazing support I have been receiving from the community. Making these videos is an absolute blast, and I have big plans for the channel, so stay tuned for plenty of exciting new content coming your way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more Project Zomboid guides and related content. And as always, happy surviving! Bye bye!